Alright, here's another one. This one was like no good, but the opponent I think actually played quite well. So hopefully there's something we can kind of glean. This was another net play Falco who played a lot like a net play Falco, but much more effectively than the person we had yesterday. They were a lot more dynamic and neutral and had a lot more like ideas and stuff. So I start off these games quite well. I get a grab here. Once again, I've been practicing tech chasing. Does it pay off? Sort of. I reacted to tech in place. I thought I should re-grab. I shouldn't do something stupid like jab or up smash that's just going to get beaten out. I have all the right ideas. I react quickly. And then... Why do I turn around? Why do I turn around? I'm going to say controller error or something. What's actually funny is that turning around like this and grabbing the wrong direction made Shine whiff. I'm not sure. We'd have to eke this one out frame by frame here. So yeah, I get the grab. Here's where tech in place. I think like on this frame you can tell it's tech in place. I don't know on what frame I react. I wave dash in place, which is something I'm trying to do in order to prevent myself from doing like another more stupid thing. We have an intimate moment here. This is exactly when I should be hitting the big Z button. Instead, I'm like, rejected. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I start my grab. If I'm right, I think I win out here if I'm facing the right way. I'm actually not sure. It looks... Because there was the first frame of Shine's hitbox just on the last frame. I don't know, a silly situation. Point is I screwed up. They started applying shield pressure pretty well. I get spooked, I roll. I don't think that was smart of me, but whatever. I need to start varying my out of shield options a little bit, I think, in this sort of shield pressure, but they cover the roll very well. Then they get kind of a combo going here, but it doesn't go too well. This, I think, is silly, and this is by far the silliest thing this person does this entire set. And once I got this, I was like, oh, I should win this whole set easily. Because just... What can I say? They like extremely refuse to DI or do anything to get out of that. I get it. I can get stubborn about this too. I get a little slide off thing here. Just kind of throwing moves at each other. I'm sure they're extremely pissed because I just up tilted them like 12 times in a row. And they did a, kind of custom combos trying to use a bunch of their different moves, but whatever. I'm happy with how I kind of start playing neutral here, that I'm like, I have a lead, I want to compound my lead. Let's just play safe. Scooting around, get a good grab there. Try to jab reset, but screw up. Alas. And there, I just throw the whole stock away. I think I could have like continued to play neutral at that pace and with that spacing and done pretty well. Even like getting to the ledge, I think is good here. But then instead of, doing ledge dashes like I've been practicing or literally anything else, I just do slow get up for no reason and die. So just composure issues. Here, unfortunate that I didn't clean up this stock. This could have been a great early kill. I think covering that was really good. And then I'm in the right position here, but I just do my nair a little bit late and hit them on stage instead. But it's okay, I'm keeping the pressure on, even when I'm getting counter hit, even when they have little moments to breathe. I think this is something I'm pretty good at. It's just kind of pushing the advantage state and keeping them off foot. So rolling on stage was definitely bad there. Throwing needles was a huge mistake, total misinput. Again, here, this is, again, something that I'm just going to keep calling out, because I know what my logic is, or my illogic in this case, and I have to just keep drilling it into myself in hopes that I'll stop doing it. I power shield, right? This is an amazing grab opportunity, but I don't recognize what's happening in time. I drop shield. Maybe I did try to grab, but it gets, like, too late, and I get stuffed by jab. But in my mind, I still am like, I got the power shield. I deserve a grab. Like, something along those lines, I'm thinking. So then I throw out the grab a little bit later in a situation where it's obviously totally inappropriate, right in the middle of their shield pressure, which is spaced around grab, and then for that I lose the entire stock. So just like delayed recognition and then stubborn recognition, like not wanting to let go of an opportunity I'd given myself. Very bad, very unfortunate. Now we're totally even. I start really fishing for grabs because I have been able to get grabs on this person. I'm doing my kind of like poking aerials and stuff, which in the last game weren't working too good, like the last match, but I'm trying something. Their shield pressure is good. I get away with rolling in that time. I do my same loop-to-loop fair, which I'm recognizing that I just do constantly. Whoop! And it hits, but they're too low a percentage, and this is a really good crouch cancel on their part. I think I got super baited there. So yeah, still very even. I get a little aggro there. In general, I'm maybe just a little freaked out that I'd been winning this match the whole time, and now it's even. These are just things to like get accustomed to, you know. Double jumping there was really, really bad. And I think this is like a recognition thing. So they get me up in the air. They want to follow up with up air. Up air misses. Hooray. Double jumping, I don't know, because it's like up air would have missed whether or not I double jumped. And recognizing that was like very, very difficult. So maybe this is like a forgivable double jump. But I put myself in a bad situation. Killing with up air there I think is really smart on their part, because that move does not kill often, so that's really good recognition for them. I really like me going for the grab here. I didn't panic. I didn't just throw out a move. I didn't freak out and think this is my one chance to hit them. I was just like, I am going to get there in neutral sooner than them so I can get a grab. And then I get a bit of a tech chase. Could have been better, but again, really trying to work this advantage state. Really should have closed out the stock here. Like, that's like a checkmate. I just panicked, and this air dodge is, of course, a total mistake. I just, like, didn't quite recognize what they were doing. Get another nice power shield. Don't try to overcapitalize on it. But then, yeah, the stock falls away pretty quickly. They start just piling up the percentage. They let me have the ledge there, which is a mistake, but I really can't make anything happening. They almost get another up air kill. And this is the point where I'm like, what have I done? I was confidently, solidly leading this game. I felt very confident in winning this game. And now suddenly I'm at last stock, high percent, any other bear is going to kill me. And something kind of clicked in my brain, and I was like, let's like try changing gears. Like, let's try to compose ourselves and see if we can win this game. And from this next minute of play, I'm actually really, really proud of, and I'm excited to watch it back again and see how the heck I was doing this. So again, double jump there was really bad. We talked about this before. It's like, where does that put me? I'm in the exact same horizontal space. I'm here, right? It's kind of dangerous. I don't know how I'm going to get down, but I sure know that having my jump at my disposal will help me. But instead I burn my jump to just put myself in almost the exact same situation. Now here, them going to bottom is like kind of confusing on their part. I think I got lucky, but whatever. So I start, that was bad. This was also bad. When does it get good? Okay, I take this stock. I'm at 137, but there's still a solid half minute left. So how do I survive this long? Do some nice ledge dash in here and here as well. Get a big grab. They're getting a little cheeky. I read tech and place because they have just been forward smashing me over and over again, and I suspect they want to do it again. So I think there my you know, how pissed off are they meter was very correctly reading tech and place. But I should not be up smashing at that percentage. Why wasn't this just a grab? This talk could have looked very differently if I got a grab there. Staying alive somehow. They're kind of at like an arthritis percent. I'm playing near the ledge because I know my best chance here is getting a gimp. Little late on that uptake. Just like things aren't quite coming together. But I I get like a lot of like big consecutive hits here. Like, I could have won this game for sure. There, I read, this was like seconds before humiliation but averted, that I read tech in place like a fool and jabbed where I thought they would be. But what was that jab gonna do? It was gonna lose me the game anyways. And then I dash attack their shields, and then it's lights out. They get a nice extension into up air there. So, not a great game. I definitely flubbed a lot of things, but I am proud of how I played that last stock at high percent. I think I had good composure. I took advantage. I was like able to win that game. Like, I was definitely able to win that game from there. Okay, let's watch this next one. Back to Battlefield. They banned FOD. I prefer Battlefield to FOD anyways. I think this is my favorite stage in the matchup, just in general. I don't know if I have any particular reason for that. On Yoshi's, things are a little too easy to combo me, I think. I just die so quickly. And then on bigger stages, Falco camps me if they want, and I get so tilted. So I think this is like a good distance to be fighting Falco. Here, I can remember this. I desperately wanted to up air. And I think up air could have actually been kind of sick here, because I think it would have stuffed down air. And that's just like one of my dream scenarios. But unfortunately, no good. They do a wonderful little slide off there. I think I got to be cognizant that that's something that could happen and is happening more and more as players get better at that. And not get like over eager when I get these grabs on plat. Because yeah, they just slide off really nicely there. Luckily I don't get punished, but I did something very punishable. Unfortunate. really dropped this combo. This again should be like a whole stock. Like Falco in this position, Cheek I think can do a pretty good job keeping them at the ledge until you just wipe them out. But unfortunately I was sloppy. I got hit by get up attack, and then it's no good. Falling up air for the fans. Under no circumstances would that ever do anything. This guy knows when to hold down when they're supposed to, and that was an obvious hold down scenario, but it doesn't even get that far. But I'm liking my movement. I think this is how I like to play this matchup, is just really slippery on the platforms, really abusing verticality, and basically here I just screw up. Like slipping around looking for opportunities. Oops. I just air dodged through the platform, and good on them for recognizing it really quickly and then following up the combo. So that's the first stock down. Not feeling great about this set at this point. See if I can make anything happen. Here, this is like the sad farce after the brilliance I had before. Once again, I recognize I don't need to panic. I don't need to throw out a hitbox. I can get to them sooner than they're actionable and get a grab here when they side B on stage. I position myself quite nicely, but I'm facing the wrong way. So yeah, I don't get the chance to turn around and grab. And then yeah, nah, I don't like it. Once again, I'm not jabbing them and getting punished. I'm just whiffing jab and getting punished, which is generally even worse. And then that was really confusing. I have no idea what my play was. Basically, I was in a very advantaged state as soon as they were stuck on the ledge like this. But I throw that advantage away for no reason and then get stuck on this platform. They rack up the damage really nicely. Lots of good coverage. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not really finding my way in there. I don't react to it at all. I don't tech. I do. This is really worth explicitly calling out because I have to stop doing it. Double jump fair. Yes, you can catch people off guard with this. Yes, if I hit them here, they're in a pretty bad spot. Like, that's going to send them off stage on the other side. But in what world is Falco not predicting this exact move? Because every Sheik wants to do this move. And of course they just run away, and now I'm in a goofy spot. I should be dead here. Rolling on stage was pretty bad. Lots of stuff going unpunished. I think when they're at high percent like this, but I'm watching my next stock tick away, I get very flustered. And I just really needed to slow down and just look for the solid hits. So yeah, I lose my second stock to a bad air dodge that wasn't going to work. Here I am playing my kind of like hop around, try to space out aerials game. Try to shield grab that dare, but it's too little too late. Dash attack their shields. And this is just your kind of classic Keats the throw. I'm really not getting the solid hits, but I think I do compose myself. I think it was after that attempt at CC down smash, I had a little voice in my head going like, I'm throwing this away. There I was trying to be a little fancy. I just really like this needle turnaround up air. The coverage actually worked out really well. This is like kind of a funny... I miss nair, or up air, then they miss down air, and then I can down up air again to beat out the down air, the late down air. So definitely not how I want to play that. Definitely not something that should be like counting on. But that's the benefit of Sheik. That's why I love this character, is that you can get away with these really weird sequences of missed moves and counter hits. And then I'm trying to, again, it's like, I really need to just practice this. Because this happens to me, I swear to God, at least once a game. And it's one of those things that the better I'm playing, the more I'm moving like this, the more I'm kind of flowing like this. It's a good thing. But then the more often I just mess up and air dodge through the platform. And I think if I started counting my air dodges through the platform, it would be shocking. It would be very revealing. And you can't get away with stuff like that. Now, granted, here, I don't eat the biggest punish in my life, but I could have. And I would say pretty much that whole sequence was started with me at a disadvantage because I air dodged through the platform. So yeah, their punish game is good. That's just really nice coverage. I think the up air there is really smart. What can I make happen here? I'm like, I gotta compose myself. I gotta actually put some moves together, which is really good. I'm so glad I'm not failing. Once again, we see the fruits of my labor coming together, then falling apart. I read tech in place. I try to grab the tech. I whiff. I run through them and grab midair. And it's so sad, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Ugh. It hurts. But I'm like power shielding a lot. Like, I'm definitely on my game. I definitely had a sense of... Honestly, my sense right now is, God, I would love to win this game and then win this set, because then when I do match analysis, it's going to be, like, so sick. Clean that stock up pretty well. In general, I think my spacing improves if I'm conscientious like this, if I'm really trying to focus. Like, that was a very nicely spaced bear, I think. Essentially just trying to extend my coverage off the platform a little further than I anticipate. I think my coverage there was pretty good too, because it covered the angles going on stage. That was obviously a mistake. A very embarrassing looking one that nevertheless goes unpunished. But I've put myself in the corner here. This is worth calling out too. Why am I over here? Why am I not in the middle? I let them have the middle. Why am I not pushing towards them? I try to get back in the middle, and they cover. They've adapted, I think, throughout the set to me coming off the platform like that, so they just stand in place and up air. And it's kind of like, what was I doing there in the first place? I like put myself in this situation that I had to fight out of. And here, what am I doing? I was in a great position right here. I think this is another problem, is that if I start getting into this state of, I just got to keep moving, I got to keep it loose, I got to like look for little openings, I got to like space, I got to expend space. This is all good perspective, but I can't let it override the situations where it's just like, I am at advantage. If I just wait here, what's wrong with that? They're like tourney winnering and stuff. Why did I let them back in the middle for free? It's frustrating. It's genuinely frustrating because I'm like watching myself. And here I'm getting antsy. I totally miscalibrate the situation. Using my own internal metrics, I don't understand why I thought they would tech in place there. I guess I was just getting desperate. Fishing for more grabs, not what you want to see. I try to kind of like reset, wave dash on the platform a bit. My spacing is quite good still. Like this I like. I'm pushing them into the corner. This I want to call out because I've seen myself do this a million times. Up tilt should beat out my move here. It's pretty rare that I'm going to be able to challenge up tilt like this and win. So down tilt, just by the virtue of it being such a long-ranged move and being spaced so impeccably, if you will, clags with it, right? And then I try to forward tilt, which also, by some grace of God, clanks with it, okay? Neither of those things really should have happened. Both of those things were I got lucky. And instead of recognizing, oh, I got lucky, I should shield or I should back up. Because obviously this person is just U-tilted twice in a row. 2 U-tilts that should have worked. And now I'm putting myself in a position where U-tilt is definitely going to work. Because the next U-tilt can come out before my next forward tilt. Or my next whatever. Why do I get closer? And it's just like, I see myself doing this so often. That was really bad too. I just felt like the set was falling apart at this point. Because this is another scenario where I should be able to get a whole lot, and then I kind of choose the one thing that, like, loses my advantage. Falling down to there is just, like, desperation, and then I'm dead. So, I don't know. Overall, I think I played good for parts. I think I could have won that set. I don't feel like, oh, this is, like, an undefeatably good player. But I do feel like that was a good player. Like, I have a lot more respect for that player than I do my previous 2 opponents. So that's good. I do really appreciate being challenged in that way to, like, you know, actually play some neutral. You know, actually kind of respond dynamically to things that I'm doing and they're trying to do. So hopefully we'll get more sets like that. Hopefully we'll just get more sets in general. Right now I'm just trying to do the bare minimum commitment of playing every day, but hopefully I'll get a chance soon to record some long sessions and really try to delve into some meaningful improvement. Okay, bye-bye.